What is good, y'all? Welcome back to Chris and Ruff Productions. As always, I am Chris, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening. So we're right off of the great opening for Thunderbolts Asterix, the new Avengers. And Drake Schreier, some massive news came out today regarding him, and it's about X-Men. So we all know that Marvel Studios is ramping up to do a fresh new take on the X-Men franchise for the live action. And they already have a writer. Of course, Kevin Feige is working his due diligence on it. He said that there's a 10-year plan and that he's looking for a director. This is being reported by Deadline. X-Men movie at Marvel Studios circling Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier to assemble the new team. This is by Justin Kroll. Um, so let's get into this article. So essentially, that he is, coming right off of the success of the Thunderbolts. It's still obviously in theaters. 10 out of 10, absolutely love it. And this is what the article had to say. It is unknown where things stand in the deal making process, but insiders say that following a meeting this past week, Schreier looks to be the top choice to take on one of the studio's most anticipated projects. Michael Leslie penned the script when Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, with Kevin Feige producing, of course, Marvel Studios. Michael Leslie, he already wrote the script for this film. British playwright, screenwriter. These are some of his films that he's done over the years. Now you see me. I haven't seen any of those. Um, so it looks like he just some blockbusters. Looks like some dramas. Don't know much about him, but if Feige has him running the ship for the script, then I believe in Kevin Feige. And Jake Schreier, he um, was the showrunner for Beef, the co-creator for Beef, and what he did with Thunderbolts was just absolutely amazing. We can go ahead and check the Rotten Tomato score. Right now, it's sitting at an 88 by the critics and 94 audience score, 10,000 verified ratings. Of course, we have the new Avengers. Um, so what I think about this potential news, I think it's dang near. I believe he's going to end up being the director of X-Men. Kevin Feige wants someone that he can just let creatively drive that ship of X-Men. And there may be some concerns from fans, that loved the Thunderbolts, but they don't want that tone for the X-Men. I think Jake Schreier is very capable of shifting the tone to a degree to where it fits the X-Men standard. But what you want from your director is someone that has an artistic vision, and he absolutely has that. What else? Let's go further into this article. They mentioned the 162 million global opening for the Thunderbolts. Um, and that even that where is it? Okay, so recently, sources say in recent days, Drake Schreier has begun turning down jobs at all signs were pointing to him landing one of the coveted directing openings in town. So of course, what always happens whenever you have someone have a massive hit, everyone in Hollywood flocks to that person, direct this, direct this, direct this. So if he's turning down a bunch of projects, then it's a good sign for Marvel that he's going to stay and do the projects with them. And this is something that's a key for Marvel. It's hardly surprised that Marvel would stay in house for this film, given how often it has rewarded directors with big assignments following the success of previous jobs. Example: the Russo brothers did Infinity War, Endgame. They did Civil War. They did Winter Soldier. Matt Shackman, he's doing Fantastic Four, but first he did the WandaVision series. So I think those three directors, including Ryan Coogler, those four directors really are in-house. Marvel, they're not in-house, of course. Like they've done other stuff before that, but they got their feet wet with the blockbusters. They did wonderful jobs, and now Kevin Feige is going to do his best, because what Marvel Studios has done the last handful of years is that they really outsourced to directors and producers and writers that had never touched anything comic book, have never done any type of blockbuster. And Drake Schreier, he's never done like a blockbuster. He did Beef, which is one of my favorite shows of the year that it came out. Um, but I think they have a gold mine in this director and for X-Men. So I guess my question to you is, how excited are you, or are you even excited? Also, I almost forgot. This is the potential casting for the X-Men movie. This is from Jeff Snyder. Jeff Snyder is an insider. He's gotten so many stuff correct over the last few years. He has Harris Dickinson as Scott Summers, Cyclops, Sadie Sink as Jean Grey from Stranger Things, Margaret Qualley as Rogue. Margaret Qualley is on fire right now, and Julia Butters as Kitty Pryde slash Shadowcat. I want to see Margaret Qualley as Rogue. But all right, guys, let me know down below, what do you think of this news, the possibility of it happening. And yeah, as always, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Chris. Catch y'all next time. Peace.